Coming up, we'll take a look at how one FHS student is venturing out into the business world.
We'll also see how advisory is useful for FHS students and check out sports for this week. I'm Aaron Logan.
And I'm Kate Castleman. Welcome to the Bulldog Weekly. Welcome back to the Bulldog Weekly. Today is Tuesday, November 6th. Thank you for joining us.
We have a great show planned for this week. Let's start off with some world news.
Today is the last day to vote for the U.S. midterm elections in every state. Republicans are working to keep the majority in both the House of Representatives and the Senate. According to the latest CNN polls, the election will seem to swing in the favor of the Democratic Party. Democrats are defending 24 Senate seats, with 10 of the states being previously won by the President Donald Trump in 2016 presidential election, while Republicans have only 8 seats up for re-election. That's all we have for this week's World News.
The city of Fayetteville is hosting a Lake Wilson cleanup and eco fair on Saturday, November 10th. There will be a guided nature walk and a cleanup of the lake shore. The event will also give information about protecting the quality of water, land conservation, and recycling. If you are interested in volunteering, please contact Christina Jones at 479-444-3467 or visit facebook.com/groups/eco-volunteers.
The Fayetteville High School Student Council will be hosting a dodgeball tournament on Wednesday, November 7th from 5:15 to 7:30 in the indoor baseball complex. If you're interested in participating, please pick up and return a sign-up sheet from Ms. Little's office or visit the student announcements for a link to the Google form.
One of our very own FHS Bulldogs has taken a leap into the business world. My co-host Kate Castleman tells us more.
Meet CJ McCasland, 17-year-old business owner. He not only runs Tusker Nutrition, but started it back in September of 2018 with his older brother, Bo.
It's like a nutrition club, so we do a couple of things. There's all like healthy like shakes and teas. So we kind of help people like lose weight or gain muscle and kind of just like stay in shape. So I started working at a place like this, and then my brother started there. And then for a few months we were working there, kind of figuring out how the business worked. So we just kind of like really liked the layout, liked working with people, and like kind of learning about like nutrition and staying in shape. And then the owner of that place kind of mentored us, really kind of taught us how to do it on our own.
Being a high school student and a business owner not only has its benefits, but it comes with its setbacks.
The hardest part is definitely like learning as I'm going, because I didn't know any of this probably a year ago. There's so many small things that are part of the business. But my favorite part is also getting to learn all those things, because it's such an experience that most people don't get to have. So it's nice to learn all these things being 17. So
not all 17-year-olds can say that they are a business owner, which can cause CJ to doubt his abilities at times.
Most of the people that come in are older than me. So I guess every day I kind of go through like, I know what I'm talking about, I kind of own this. So every day I have to like kind of fight the thought that I don't really know what I'm doing, I'm too young to be doing this, being an owner. Every now and then I get kind of behind in school because for the most part I focus on the business and I work a lot. So Fayetteville kind of helps because I get out pretty early, but it's sometimes kind of difficult trying to focus on both school and the business. I guess our future plans is just see how this goes, and if it goes like really well later on, kind of maybe open up 1 or 2 more, but just see where it goes like while I'm in college, and yeah.
CJ has high hopes for the success of his business in the future. For Fayetteville High School, I'm reporter Kate Castleman.
Thanks, Kate. Tusker Nutrition is located on 1000 Garland Avenue and is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on all weekdays. We wish CJ all the luck in the future of his business.
Ms. Hires is hosting another informational meeting for students on Thursday, November 8th during A&E in room 3418 to talk about the 2020 trip to Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam. Parents will be able to attend another meeting about this trip on Tuesday, November 13th at 5:30 p.m. in Ms. Heyer's room.
On Thursday, November 8th, Army Reserve and Army active duty recruiters will be visiting FHS during all 3 lunches and A&E. Students interested in learning more about the Army should visit the Commons area on the 3rd floor of Phase 2 on that date.
Track tryouts for 9th graders will be held today and tomorrow at 4:30 on the FHS track. If you have any questions, please contact andrew.yoakum@g.fayar.net.
Naviance is a very useful tool for students who are preparing for college and going through the application process.
Reporter Chris Rogers has the story.
It's the season to start thinking about colleges, and Naviance provides many options for students to do so. From scholarships to applications, Naviance allows students to start taking the first steps into the world of higher education.
I use Naviance to help me find colleges I would be into and apply for them early. And I'm getting my transcript from it, so it helps me gather my information together.
In addition to many resources Naviance provides for college, it also supplies a plethora of options for those who are looking for after-high school careers.
There's a series of videos called Road Trip Nation, and it is actual people who are in a field that are being interviewed, takes you through the process of what it's like, what it takes, and the great things about it. And if a kid is undecided, there are just so many choices on there for them to look, and it probably would help them narrow their focus. Once we get used to being in Naviance every day, and I think our students see the benefit of using Naviance to decide on a career, decide on a college, a simple place to request teacher recommendations and counselor recommendations, and it all being right there, their scores, their transcripts, everything being there, it will make the entering into college and career so much easier, and I think it will allow our students to become so much more focused as they move forward.
Whether you are just starting your college and career search or are well into it, Naviance is an amazing resource for all your post-high school plans. I'm Chris Rogers, back to the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Naviance is a great resource for FHS students.
FHS men's soccer tryouts will take place on November 14th through the 16th in the Bark from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Students must bring a copy of their physical to the tryout. If you have any questions, please contact brent.crenshaw@g.fair.net.
Fayetteville High School is hosting a food drive that will last until November 15th. All donations go to the district food pantry, which is available for any FPS student. Donations will be picked up by Student Council Inter-Advisory on November 9th and the 15th, and the 2 advisories with the most donations will receive a pizza party.
After the break, we'll highlight the FPS food truck and discuss more student news. See you in 30.
The Fayetteville Public School District has introduced a food truck to make lunches more unique for students. My co-host Aaron Logan tells us more.
I'm here at McNair, where the Fayetteville Public Schools food truck is going school to school to give students another option for lunch.
So this food truck is run by the Food Services Department, or the district's Child Nutrition Department. We're the same department that produces all the school meals in the district. So the purpose of the food truck is twofold. One, in the summer, we use it to serve free meals throughout the community, specifically at the Fayetteville Public Library and the Yvonne Richardson Center. But also during the school year, we just like to have a little fun with it, and so we're just touring the secondaries to make school lunch cool for a day. We have a different kind of theme, so this is kind of a street food theme. And also it's a lot more customizable than I think students are usually seeing. Usually it's like 1 or 2 options and you pick one and move through the line. But with this, you know, even though we just start with a plain burger, I mean, there are endless combinations that you can top your burger with.
I think it's an exciting time here at middle school. That's about the only time that kids have for themselves where they can mix with other kids from other pods. So they've been excited to get something different and grab a burger from a food truck. They think that's pretty cool.
I know the kids enjoy it because, when we've got our music going, I can kind of see them dancing, and we serve more meals than we normally do when we bring the food truck, so that tells me kids like it.
I think we have to do all kinds of things to motivate kids, so if bringing a food truck over gets them excited about it, then that's definitely worth it.
As you can see, the Fayetteville Public Schools food truck is a favorite among teachers and students. For FHS TV, I'm Aaron Logan. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Aaron. The food truck will continue to make its rounds around the schools in the district.
The library's Hot Water Book Club has meetings once a month during 0 hour. This month, they are reading The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Make sure to check it out. The next meeting is on November 8th at 8 a.m.
Stuco is selling FHS sweatshirts for $20. They're available to be purchased during all 3 lunches in room 2011. All proceeds go towards the homeless vigil that helps homeless FPS students.
Advisory is a busy time for students. The period allows every student the time to catch up on classwork or go to club meetings.
Reporter Kate Harmon has a story.
For 5 years, A&E has been a valuable resource for students. This 50-minute period has been used for academic and extracurricular activities that help enrich a student's high school experience.
During A&E, I usually attend a club meeting like nearly every session. I also, if I don't have a club meeting, which is rare, I do a lot of homework or meet with a teacher.
I do makeup tests, I do choir rehearsals, drama rehearsals, and I know that that's true for a lot of my friends too.
I don't think I would have gotten as nearly as involved as I am if it wasn't for A&E and the club rotations.
All of my friends use their A&E time wisely. Even if they just need to sit and relax for a minute, it's a good use of their time. I mean, I use that time to reflect, to think about my extracurriculars.
School is a lot sometimes, and even if you want to watch a movie or draw, do whatever you want to do, it's still that time to recharge or to even just talk to friends.
A&E is a great way to get involved with the school in academic activities. For the Bulldog Weekly, I'm Kate Harmon. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Kate. Please remember, students, to use your time in advisory wisely.
And now for this week's sports report with Jay Beasley.
Welcome back to this week's Sports Report. I'm Jay Beasley. This past week, the football team went to Harbor to play the Wildcats, and after a first close half, the Bulldogs pulled away, with touchdowns and turnovers all over the field. The football team is looking to this week in preparation for their first playoff game against Catholic. Catholic went 5-5 in their division and will be coming up to Harmon to play this Friday against the Bulldogs. Make sure to also keep an eye out for the swim and dive team as they continue to plow through their season. The dance team also went for second place in their competition here at Fayetteville this past weekend. And as always, make sure to come out and support your dogs. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Jay. That's all we have for this edition of the Bulldog Weekly. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at FHS-TV-Fayetteville High for all new shows and live events.
And check out our Instagram at FHS Bulldog TV to stay up to date on the news around the school and in the community. I'm Aaron Logan.
And I'm Kate Kausman. We'll see you next week.
Just take a bat and just start hitting the bin, and I guarantee you yeah, there you go.
Brian, be quiet!
With touchdowns and turnovers
Freaking Bulldog.
all over the field.
God, please don't let this animal fall out on us.
At FHS Bulldog TV to stay up to date on the news.